chat looks up there on the screen. That is pretty dope.
Shop with the boss in the box! Fucking shop with the boss in the box! Fucking shop with the boss in the box! Fucking shop with the boss in the box! All right, my friends, we are back. It is Monday, and you know what that means. It is time for Talking Shop with the Boss and the Box. What's up, buddy?
Hey, good evening, Brandon. Sorry we couldn't do this last week. I hope your face is doing all right.
All right, so, you know, everybody's going through allergy season right now, right? So, I am no different. Basically, if you've listened to this podcast for a many number of weeks, ever since I got my new microphone, a lot of times you hear a lot of... You hear that? That's because I can't breathe. I can't breathe through my sinuses, and it's kind of a problem. So I had to miss last week. We had a really, really, really good streak going on for not missing shows. I think we went over a year without missing one show. But yeah, I had to miss. I had to go get a scan of my face. I had to go see what was going on in my face, and I got some stuff to do. So that's why we're here. So yeah, allergies do suck. Thank you, Jordan. And thank you, everybody, for joining us for episode 113. We just keep on rolling, baby.
That's right, 113. And as Brandon alluded to, welcome to 113. Sorry we missed last week, but it is what it is. I am one half of your handsome, humble, heavyweight co-host duo, the Lunchbox. That is one word, capital L, capital B. Thank you very much. Joined, as always, by the voluptuous volunteer of vivification, vocals, I don't know, a V word for titties, Brandon the Boss Blacker.
Why, thank you very much. If you're going to go for V's, you better just go watch V for Vendetta. They cover every single V word in one monologue. You got to see it, man.
Yeah, but he doesn't say voluptuous.
Oh,
which is how I describe you, sir.
Well, you know, I've got these beautiful A titties and I got curves everywhere. So, you know, if you are totally into Alfred Hitchcock, I'm your man.
But that all being said, that's not why we're here tonight. Tonight, we have tapped into a very special guest, and it was supposed to be just one of them last week. So having to cancel last week turns out to be a little bit of a blessing in disguise, because everybody's schedule cleared up, and we are able to get 3/4 of our whole band guests here tonight. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. I would like to introduce you to our guests this evening. They are one of my oldest friends in the world, Angry J-Dub himself, a hell of a guy and a handsome young man, E-Rock Disaster, and the one and only Killer Stephen Kells. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to Talking Shop with the Boss in the Box, Lifejacket.
Take a walk on a shore pier and keep on going after that deer. Take a swim in the deep blue. I swear that I won't fucking miss you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't a short pier and keep on going every frontier. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't give a damn on anything. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't give a damn about you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't give a damn on anything. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't give a damn about you. And all the shit you put me through. Oh, yeah. It's a true fact of life. You give me the strength and it cuts like a knife. Take a walk on a short pier and keep on going after that deer. Take a swim in the deep blue. I swear that I won't fucking miss you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't give a damn about anything. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't give a damn about you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't give a damn about anything. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't give a damn about you. About you. Why?
Yeah.
Thank you so
you.
much.
That was fucking. I think we found our new niche for the show, man. We gotta every artist that we get on the show, we need to have them play a song.
It's gonna be Lifejacket.
Yeah.
It's got Lifejacket.
It's just gonna be you guys. You guys are the new house band, huh?
That's all
Hey,
right.
I'm all right. Yeah, I'm all right.
Down with that.
I mean, we are trying to have a talk show here, so every talk show has an awesome live band that goes with them. So, I mean,
You ain't wrong, Mister. You ain't wrong.
Very true, very true.
so what do you think, Mr. Lunchbox? Lifejacket for the Talking Shop with the Boss in the Box band?
You
We
know,
keep you afloat.
yeah, they'll keep us afloat because they're life jacket.
Right.
All right, tell you what. Let's send you guys the intro song track and send us back your rendition of it, and we'll take it from there.
No problem.
Challenge
No
accepted.
Dude, hell, dude, that's how I've been making a living all through 2020. Being a sound guy, I got fired, and I've been doing nothing but making jingles for the past year, paying my bills. So I'll do that for sure. We'll definitely get out down on that one.
Down.
Okay.
All right, Brandon,
You
we'll get that email and send it on
Oh,
over.
I love it.
All
I
right.
love it so much.
Sure.
Hey, you know what? I gotta say, between watching your music video and I'm gonna be 1,000% honest and say I didn't know who you guys were up until about a week ago, thanks to Mr. Lunchbox himself.
Same here. Same here.
Yeah, well, either did we.
Yeah, I wake up every morning and have to look in the mirror each time, like, hey, okay, cool.
But I gotta say this before we get to questions, man. You know, like listening to you guys brought me back to a time that was fucking happy. Like, and I'm not saying I'm not happy now, but what I mean is like brought me back to a time where I was going to Warped Tour every year, when I was following punk bands around the Bay Area, when I was it just, man, I love the.
That's the goal.
Yeah, I love the sound.
That's the goal.
It's very lagwagon. It's very. It sounds like summer, bro.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
good.
Good
And
man.
being today's like the first day where we're like at 105 degrees. Perfect timing.
Hey, we'll
Oh,
set
man,
we'll
murderous.
set this in stone right now. If there's ever a Warped Tour and we got on it, you guys are free to come in. Not only that, but you can follow us around fucking anywhere you want, anytime you want. We'll let you fucking even push our gear around for us. How about that?
Oh, you'll let us push
You're
your
the
gear
first to
around?
sign up.
Yeah, we'll.
I'm down for free ticket to Warped Tour, man. Those prices went up.
Oh yeah.
Where first work tour I went to was $25.
Yes. I think mine was. I think we're all kind of about the same age, so I think mine was 97. So yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So
I think I paid like $35.
Yeah.
35.
Yeah,
Damn,
25
$90
bucks.
fucking
Maybe you got
dollars.
the
No.
VIP
That
package
was
or
the
something?
year. It was $25, but it was the year of '97.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
it's probably about the
what-
same.
what-
Yeah,
what
probably about the
happened?
same.
Yeah, it took me a second too. I was like $97, and I was like, wait a minute, no, he means 1997.
You know,
I was like, that don't sound like a bargain.
I was like,
dude.
Just standing around a bunch of
Like,
sweaty hot people.
How much
yeah, I
is it
wouldn't pay
nowadays?
that.
Anybody know the price of Warped Tour tickets nowadays?
maybe 50 or
Probably about $97.
$97
So I
bucks.
went to the last Warp Tour, and it was about $150 for 2 days.
something.
Oh, what? 2 days.
Jesus.
Okay, 2 days. 75 apiece. That's, yeah.
It didn't used to be.
If
2
it
days.
was the last one, then it was the last one,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, then there you go. That makes sense.
It's kind of
the
where it is.
The
Though.
yeah, what Dave said, the last one, because
They have good bands. They at least have good bands. What bands are playing on last tour?
We're not here to talk about those bands. We're here to talk about Lifejacket, damn it. No,
honestly, like they were good bands. A lot of metal. It was headlined by NoFX, which was great.
Okay, well that makes sense.
But in typical NoFX fashion, they showed up an hour late. So when their set time showed up, they just had a bunch of musicians come on stage and start playing music to keep everybody at bay. So NoFX couldn't stall to get there because apparently their flight was delayed. Kevin Weiland, I thought Leland, I forgot his name, but I guess he came out and was just like, "They're not here, but they're coming, so we'll figure it out." And everyone just started drinking and having a good time, and they finally hit the stage. It was cool. It was like NoFX, Sum 41, The Offspring, just.
I can get behind that lineup.
I was like, let's go.
That's a good lineup right
There
there.
was a lot of scene bands too, like God, off the top of my like Miss May I, and just a lot of like scene heavy core bands as well. And then you have your like alternative indie bands.
Yeah, right on.
Victoria.
So it was fun though. But yeah, Warp Tour was a huge part of my my upbringing. I went to almost every single Warp Tour. And you guys just remind me of that, dude. Like it's
Cool.
fun, it's happy, it makes me want to mosh, it makes me want to skank.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we're going for. Perfect.
Yeah, dude.
Good vibes. Just it's all about good vibes and bringing happy memories. I mean,
Yep.
This past year was kind of a heavy year on anybody doing music. So everything that we're doing, we just want to, bring back that good old feeling.
Yeah.
So on that kick, let's get into the the standard. Tell us about the start of you guys. Tell us how Lifejacket came to be, because like I said, I know all of you, and I know all of you from mostly bands with each other, if not bands, at least friend bands that played together. And then it got to the point where that circle of you guys was just kind of trading. Any three of you might be starting a punk band next week. With two other guys from these three other bands that you know. So
for a while there, it was kind of like last man standing, and that's kind of what it became. It's like this band is pretty much out of all the bands that we've all been in together or separately, we're the last like four people that are actually still actively trying to gig on a constant.
Now, you think that's pandemic driven, or was it just kind of those people were just it's time for them to do something else for the moment?
Just life.
Life,
Yeah.
life, just life. Some people got kids, some people have kids and still want to rock. Some people have kids and want to do the family thing, and more power to them either way. But we still want to rock, so we're gonna keep rocking as long as everybody else wants to keep rocking.
Even if my knees feel otherwise.
That's the same boat I'm in, man. Again, like Lunchbox, him and I have kids, we got jobs and all the other stuff. Like I still want to rock. I was so disappointed. Like I was planning out a tour and work got in the way. I had to cancel the whole tour like directly after the pandemic. It's like, shit. All right, well, next year we'll get it going.
Well, see, that's happened to me, but I quit that fucking job.
So go ahead and tell us that specific story then. Like, which band was it? Which tour was it?
That's like every band, every tour. There's always been a job, and they're just like, we can't let you off. And I'm just like, okay, well, I'm gonna go on tour. So, peace. And that's been my whole life. Luckily now, I work at a job where
They're cool with that sort of thing, and they understand because that job's based around the entertainment industry. So I'm able to do that. But it took a lot of years and a lot of sacrificing to be able to get myself in a position where I'm okay being able to go off and play shows and still come home and have a job. But it's tough, and I know what it's like for other bands out there. Other people hold on to their jobs, and they're not willing to let it go because, you know, it's a scary thing to just throw your dick out there in the wind and hope it gets sucked, and half the time it doesn't, you know? I mean, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Beep.
No.
Everybody knows, man.
This was the J-Dub I wanted when we had you. For those of you who are avid watchers of our show, you may recognize our boy J-Dub over here from the Talking Love with the Box and the Boss episode. Where
I got voted off because I asked for her mom's number.
And that was fucking line of the night. Like, that was line of the night, and then she kicked you off like 30 seconds.
Right away, yeah.
Like,
I was like,
and that really
You're always gonna be in the back of her head, though.
I got her mom's number, though. I got her mom's
There you
number.
go, there you go.
did you,
No, no, I didn't get her mom's number.
dude? I know that chick. I grabbed that chick because she's a crazy, free-spirited, hilarious bitch. Like, I grabbed her for an entertainment value. You know, and then I grabbed you three dudes, and all three of you dudes decided to treat it like it was an actual love connection show and actually plead your case, except for you, who basically went their way to be the most unlikable person you could be.
I went into entertainment mode. I thought that's what it was. I mean, this is entertainment. This is media. I thought we're supposed to be. Everybody else was being squares and trying to be all polite and nice and win over the girl's heart, and I was trying to be there for fucking ratings, and I got kicked off first. If I would have been there to the end of the show, it would have been a great show. She would have probably hated me, which is like most women. I mean, I'm used to that, but it would have been a great show. It would have been a good show. There would have been like a round 2 where we'd have to be in like some virtual fist fight between me and the girl. It'd be like Jim Carrey. What's that movie, Jim Carrey, Man in the Moon, where he has to fight the chick? And he just goes around pissed off. That's kind of the mood I went in, you know. Just piss off people for pissing them off sake.
I need a minute to collect myself off that one. And Brandon, we also have to figure out how we can get our show guests into virtual fist fights with each other. You're the technical guy. Make that shit happen.
If they have like a virtual like Rock'em Sock'em Robots, like an online Rock'em Sock'em Robots, that's how you do it.
We can set that up.
We got to figure that out, and then we'll have Scotty McRib and Papa Wesco. We'll have band members turn on each other. It'll be great. We can fight each other.
Have the same chick and the same 2 dudes I went up against, and let me box both of them, and then we'll see who she has to take out.
Let me virtual box these guys.
I'll virtual box them, and I'll win.
Celebrity.
I'll still end up losing because I'll probably get stood up on the date. I'll show up to whatever Burger King she wants to meet.
I'll allow it.
We won't. She won't show up.
I'll allow
it.
Yes.
But I feel like we're so far off topic.
Yeah, we're Lifejacket.
Well, essentially where I was going with it was I wanted you guys to give me a little bit more backstory on the band. You know, you covered the fact that basically it's the last man standing from all the different groups that you guys were, you know, had going before, or either the band that you were before, you know, because like I said, I think all 3 of you were in the last. But so talk to us a little bit about that. How did the relationship with E-Rock come in? How did the relationship with Stefan come in? Like, how did you guys wind up together? Tell me that tour story about, you know, the Killer Kelly Kells tour pass.
Oh, yeah.
Like basically let loose on you guys' history together.
So back
that's
in the
what
day,
I want.
We'll go for the tour pass story. Kells, back when we tour, I used to always make up tour passes for everybody on the tour. And there was a tour back in 2017. It was like 5 bands. And I made tour passes for everybody, and I hit up everybody. I was like, what do you want your tour pass name to be? Whatever it is. If you don't answer me back, I'm just going to pick what's on your Facebook. Kells hit me back, a black dude. Just so you know, that's foreshadowing. Kells hit me back and said,
this is relevant.
I want my pass to say, Killer Kells. And I was like,
Killer Kells, you know, it sounds good. It just felt right.
But immediately I was like,
it
so
flowed well.
KK. I was like, nah, we don't want 3 large Ks on a tour pass anywhere.
I'll keep that capital, but
So we had to ditch that. But no, we all came together. Actually, the person that brought us all together, rest in peace, is Crisco Roscoe. We all met at his house. I was in a band called Item 9. Kels was in a band called Thoughts of Yesterday. Eric was our merch dude.
I was working merch, yeah.
He was working merch for Item 9, and then
he played for TTOI back before we were even like decent.
Yeah, me and Kels have been playing for before we were decent. That's the best way to put it. Before we were decent, yeah.
So we're like 16, 17.
Yeah.
16, so what's that, like 15 years ago?
Yeah, just about, yeah.
About 15 years ago, they met, and then I chime in about 10 years or 5 years later, and we all met at Crisco's house. And at that time, we were all in separate bands, and we'd all play parties at Crisco's house because we'd always host parties, and it was always multi-genre. It's just like whatever band wanted to play and set up in the living room and tear shit up for the night, we were down. And
yeah, you had my band play a couple of those.
Did, yeah, totally. And then not Nothing But Losers, but we had
Brutal Innocence.
Brutal Innocence, that's right. And then years go on, Item 9 fell apart. Me and Crisco started 1 Ounce. Eric ended up playing keyboards in 1 Ounce. By that time, they also had another band called Armed Assailant. It was more of a hardcore tip. And that kept going. And then both those bands disbanded, both 1 Ounce and Armed Assailant. And then started a Minor Assumption. And then I joined a Minor Assumption a little later. And that was the first time where all 3 of us played with 2 other guys. And then Eric moved away.
We kept it going.
And we kept it going, but we changed the name to Small Town Cinema. And then that kind of disbanded. Eric moved back. And then me and then Macker, which was the second drummer in 1 Ounce, after Crisco passed away or quit. And so Macker started playing drums for this. Eric came in on bass. Never having played bass before, but it's just like miraculously like one of the most solid fucking bass players out there.
Well, I played bass in the Thoughts of Yesterday with Kels for a little bit. But I was nowhere near as good as I am now.
Yo, and you played bass on 1 Ounce track. You played bass on one 1 Ounce track.
Yeah, one that never got played live. But that's
on the recording. Yeah, it didn't get played live, but on the recording.
Which one?
Moons. You actually know the song.
Yes, I do. I remember when you wrote it.
Yes. That's the end of that conversation.
Yeah.
I was
and just for that.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, what was that, Kels?
Kels came on tour with 1 Ounce as merch dude. And with Call Me Clarity.
And with Call Me Clarity, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, we've just all been in tons of bands, but literally, like, everybody in all those bands that we just mentioned, like, who of them are still jamming? Is anybody in Call Me Clarity but you still jamming? Like as like gigging?
Gigging at the moment, no.
No. Is anybody in Small Town Cinema? No, just me and you. Anybody in My Assumption? Just 3 of us. Anybody in 1 Ounce?
Macker.
Me, you, and Macker. And Macker's in this band. So, yeah, it's basically last man standing. That's what it became. And that's kind of how, like, the name was kind of a fluke. Like, it was a bunch of names that, like, we just started throwing names out there and in a text group. And we all just kind of liked Lifejacket when it got thrown out there. And the meaning behind it is Lifejacket was supposed to be a song title. And the song meaning was supposed to be that music was what's been the life jacket to our lives. It's what kept us afloat our whole lives. Kept us from, seeking down those dark fucking holes that we all know we can go down. And so music has just been our life jacket, and that's kind of where we gravitated towards this name.
Yeah.
And this one feels right. It just felt like it may have took some time, and we've all jammed together in other stuff that may not have quite worked out or fit, but this one seems to fit because we've done more in 4 or 5 months than some of the bands that we were all in ever did.
Yeah, we just hit it hard. I mean, I think the real driving force behind it all that brought us all together is that we've all done this long enough with each other to not only know how to have as much fun as possible, but still know every business aspect of the game itself, which is the music industry. Like, we know how to put the two together and not let either of them consume too much of what we're trying to accomplish here, which is to be the best and the finest pop punk in the Central Valley. Pinkies up. You know what I'm saying? Pinkies up. Like, it's cool that we're all on the same page. We take these like goofy, band photos for each holiday and each season, and we're all down with it. We make, Head in a Fire, goofy video, but we all have the best fun we can, but know how to handle all the other aspects of it without, crumbling under the pressure or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? So it's definitely these are definitely the pieces that fit together the best, which makes Lifejacket. So here we are.
And we notice your drummer's too good to be with us tonight.
No, yeah. Well, yeah.
No, sorry, Megger, if you're
You
watching.
you caught me off. You caught me off guard just lately.
But you did want us to say hello to everybody and make sure that he lets everybody know he loves them. But he's got family stuff, you know. The dude's got like 20 kids, so.
I've been drinking, so fuck Macker. No, I'm just kidding.
No, but yeah, he tried to make it today, but things weren't working out. In fact, we're going in Wednesday to record drums with him for the next EP, and then we pretty much got to take the whole next month off from live stuff because we're just going to be working on the EP, and then he's going to be dealing with family stuff while the rest of us are working on the rest of the music. And then we got a gig at the end of June, and then we're just going to hit it hard after that for the rest of the year. And we hope to release this EP, another single, and possibly a couple more videos before the end of the year.
I'm so happy to hear that. You know that you mentioned. Okay, so
You guys blew Brandon's mind.
there's a lot of good stories in there, man. Like, so I see you've taken a kind of a different approach to like releasing content, like doing 2 or 3 song EPs and releasing them regularly. Why that decision, that approach, rather than just the traditional method?
It kind of makes it easier on us. We don't have to worry about like a huge like 10, 12 song project to like trying to get under our belts. We can just maybe put out a couple songs, see what people like, and if people gravitate towards one song or another, we can look at that and use that to our advantage to write new material and say like, hey, people are digging this style more. Maybe write something like that.
It keeps it fresh.
Yeah, it keeps it fresh, and that way there's always something you can look forward to coming from Lifejacket camp.
And our music's kind of like drugs, you know what I mean? Like, we can't wait too long before we give them the next dose, or else they're going to be flipping over cars and shit. We can't have none of that.
Yeah, if we give you too much, you're going to OD.
Yeah, we can't have you ODing. You know, we need you as long as possible. You know, but here's some more stuff to keep you going, you know what I mean? Drugs.
We're like pop.
We don't.
drugs.
We are Lifejacking, and we do not condone drugs.
Just music that is like drugs.
Yes, just if you need drugs, listen to Lifejacket.
Yeah.
Right, you don't need drugs, then you have Lifejacket.
Yeah.
There you go.
Quick shout out in the chat to Mary Martha Camacho. Good to see you, Mary. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
She's not the chick from that dating show, is she?
No. That's Biddy. Her name's Biddy.
That's Bad Biddy.
Bad Biddy.
Bad Biddy?
Bad Biddy.
Yeah, we should have her come rap on the show sometime.
Biddy Biddy Bum Bum.
Can we do some a cappella rap? You know, get somebody with a beatbox behind her?
Yeah, maybe. Stranger things have happened.
Looks like a Jordan Marin Harrison also wants a shout out.
Jordan? Who?
Jordan Marin Harrison.
Jordan Marin Harrison.
Yeah.
Wants a shout out from us. Hi, Jordan.
Woo!
Jordan.
Everybody go check us out on Facebook.com/Lifejacket Rocks.
Can we do that?
On YouTube at Lifejacket TV.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Like, no,
if you want to email us, just email us at lifejacketrocks@gmail.com, and we'll start being your pen pal.
And you know what? I heard a rumor that if you buy their merchandise and give them money, they do ludicrous things. So, you know, just.
Oh yeah, Cal's was definitely saying something like that the other day. He was like, man, as soon as people start buying this stuff, I don't know what I'm gonna do. He said he's gonna start an OnlyFans, so we'll look forward to that.
Come on.
Yeah.
If we get over 1,000 views on
only pictures of his big toe, though.
If we get over 1,000 views on our YouTube, Kels is going to start an OnlyFans.
Of just feet work.
Just footwork. Big Toes Anonymous.
Quentin Tarantino's going to be our biggest subscriber.
Yeah, but here's the catch. His feet look like Hobbit's feet.
Oh.
They do. All of ours do, really.
No, you got the big old giant ogre feet, dude. Like, you're like 9.5 feet tall and shit.
Don't do it. No. They're gonna have to start paying you now.
See,
all right, well, thanks for tuning in. We just lost
preview.
all of our viewers.
Some people hate you, bro.
There's a preview of the OnlyFans for Lifejacket.
Somebody right now just got a boner. At least one person was just like, ooh, a foot. Yeah.
Well, you guys are already being inspiring because in the chat, somebody said, Mary Martha Camacho is saying she will show you her big toe. So it's happening.
Yeah.
It's happening. It's happening right now.
I mean, I'm not into it, but I'm.
As long as the
fuck
camel
it.
one.
I'll look at it.
Oh,
Camel's always got the biggest toes.
Yeah.
Oh.
We got big toes flying. We have turned into a pornography variety show up in here. I love it. Fuck yeah. We got a new house band. This is the most productive episode we've ever had, for fuck's sake.
Hell yeah. Right on.
Hey, what's everyone drinking, by the way?
Jameson and Coke.
Jameson and Coke.
Heineken 0.0 because if I drink regular shit, I'll die.
Okay, well, don't do that.
Don't die.
Wait. So 0.0 is that's not alcoholic, right?
Yeah, non-alcoholic,
Okay.
yes, sir.
Although he did have like a thimbles, like it was semen. It was semen
right now.
He was drinking semen.
Thanks, Dave.
That was the next best thing
I was like,
Cool.
That was where my mind
Yeah, I'll
went.
take it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Semen from time to time. We're talking about sailors for sure.
iced tea,
Iced
water.
tea. Seagram 7.
Cheers, everybody out there.
Cheers. What do you got, Lunchbox? What
Yeah.
are you drinking?
I'm about to open up a King Kong Brewing Company Orangutan Double Pale Ale
Well, let's get a beer review.
because this monkey
No,
just
no,
hits me
that's
right in
not-
the heart bone, in my soft
No, no,
spot, in my
no.
liver.
Well, come on, let's get a beer review. Taste it. Let's hear what you have to say.
All
I
right,
like-
all right. Well, first, what? All right, fine. I'll get it.
Why?
Well, you're always doing your beer reviews.
All right, let's hear this.
You made me want to try that stout yesterday or the other day.
Oh
Yesterday.
no, that I was drinking that when we opened the show.
That was
Like,
good.
yeah, that Outlaw Milk Stout. That's
The
great.
Outlaw. Yeah, that looked good.
Yeah, the Outlaw Milk Stout is pretty good. This Orangutan's really good too. It's that it's a double pale ale, and sometimes, man, with these fucking double IPAs, these motherfuckers try to make it an endurance competition. Like, how much bitter can you take?
It's like if it's double pale, that means it's twice as bitter.
This one's not. It has a nice bitter upfront kick, and then it goes into more of that normal pale ale tone. Like, okay, we all grew up drinking shitty beer, right? Everybody remembers that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, drinking your Keystones and your oldies. What was your shitty beer, E-Rock?
Still do it from time to time if I'm broke. Okay.
Gotcha. What was your shitty beer as a kid, E-Rock?
Oh, King Cobra for sure. King Cobra
With a little bit of orange juice.
with a little bit of orange juice.
We were drinking that.
Me and my friend used to play dominoes and drink King Cobra, listening to like NWA and Ice Cube and stuff.
Good music, bad beer.
Is that your go-to too there, Kels?
Mine, that or I drink MDs from time to time.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
I gotta say I do.
Oh man. I want to answer that
I
question.
threw up in my mouth
I
a
want to
little.
answer that question too. So you remember back in the day, my shitty beer was Red Dog. Does anybody remember Red Dog?
Oh my god!
Wow, yeah, that is the
Yeah,
malt.
that's
Wow.
pretty fucking
Yeah.
bad too. That shit's pretty harsh.
Hey, did you
man.
grow up in my neighborhood? Where are you from?
I'm from Antioch, man.
Every block.
Oh, there
I was a Rolling Rock guy.
There you
That's
go.
still
Okay.
good. What are you
He's a
talking
man
about?
of culture.
Yeah, I know, right?
I bought that a couple
That's
weeks ago.
actually pretty decent though.
Yeah.
That's like top of the bads.
Yeah, but you know what? It's still
Fancy.
cheaper than most of the worst of the bads.
It's because it usually comes in 11-ounce bottles and it's only like 4% instead of 5.
Yeah,
But
but if you get
it
a
still
30 pack of
tastes
rocks,
good.
you got a party covered like for
Yeah,
18
yeah, true.
bucks.
And
True.
you get drunk and it still tastes good.
Take a 30-pack of that and then drink everybody else's shit because I ain't gonna fuck you up.
Dude, back in Sunday's Dilemma days, we used to drink Keystone. That was our
That
shit.
was actually
Oh,
good shit too.
Keystone.
Keystone
beer
Light.
pong
Get a
game.
30 rack of
Beer
stones,
pong,
baby. 30
baby.
stones. Get
We
30
we had a pack of stones fucking phase here in LB too, where everybody that was where I really got into Rolling Rock because I just didn't want stones anymore, but I didn't want to
Word.
spend any more money, so I got the Rolling Rock, which was the same price. And it
Yeah.
just tastes like watery Heineken.
I would just still drink.
Yeah, it pretty much does. It's watered down Heineken.
We have to
That's
keep
exactly what it
reach
tastes
over
like.
and be like, "Where's Chris?"
Yeah. Still the Budweisers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was
So
yours was Rolling Rock. What was yours again? Red Dog,
Red
right?
Dog.
Yeah.
Red Dog.
I guess Mike Vanek in
All
the
right.
chat, he says that they still sell Red Dog in Virginia.
He will
That's
try
good.
anything to
Leave
get
it
us
there.
to
Leave
move.
it there.
Move out of the sticks, Doug.
No, dude, he's trying to get us all to move out there with him.
Nobody's gonna move out to Virginia
To drink Red Rod or Red Dogs? Huh?
No, to hang out with him and play music in his basement.
and just drink Red Dog.
No.
Yeah, it's so appetizing. That's the life for me. Mike Vanek's basement with a bunch of Red Dog. Yeah,
Hey, that sounds like a pretty good time, in my opinion.
maybe for one night, but he's talking life.
He's not gonna like everybody moving in.
Watch, we'll just show up one day. We'll just show up on tour. I'll figure out where he lives, and we'll just show up and be like, "Hey, this is what you wanted, bro. we got Red Dogs. Don't
Hey,
worry."
you know what though? I got to tell you, Mike Vanek's basement's pretty damn cool now. He's got a lot of shit down there.
Oh well, you should have opened up with that.
Yeah.
No, dude, he's got a PA. He's got guitars, basses, rigs for both of them. You just got to bring a drum kit. He's got the disco lights set up. He's got the podcast set up.
Yeah,
Like-
that's definitely opening up material right
It's just,
there.
yeah, that was.
I thought we were going into like a
But
dirty
actually,
old
now I'm
basement.
just imagining Mike Vanek alone in this like concrete basement with all this cool ass shit. Like, where's all my friends?
Oh wow! Hey, welcome back to the show. By the way, Madam J is back in the chat.
Good to
Who's
see you,
Madam-
Madam
Oh,
J.
I thought we went on a commercial at some point.
Yeah,
We
are
were
we
just
at
talking.
commercial?
Now,
Should we shut up?
no.
Actually,
What did you say?
actually, we probably should do a commercial and then maybe segue into our
Jameson.
next topic of discussion.
Yeah, sounds good.
Tastes like mommy's kisses.
I don't want it.
Sounds good. All right. So, do you have money problems? I know you do. I know I do. Every punk rock musician does as well. Mr. Lunchbox, tell them about how to solve the money problems.
Well, ladies, actually bring it back down, Brandon. It was perfect when you put it up. Ladies and gentlemen, do you have money problems? Do you need to learn a little bit about the finer arts of money? Don't worry, your boys at Talking Shop with the Boss in the Box got you covered. You can contact our sponsor, Leilani Mosinske. That is LeilaniMosinske. She's a financial professional, and you can give her a call at 510-571-7215, or you can email her at Leilani, that is leiloni.wfg@gmail.com. License number 0M14654. Or you can check out her website, www.wfgconnects.com/LeilaniM. She will teach you the rules of money, tax-free retirement, asset protection, college planning, principal protection, legacy planning, recession-proof industry, home-based income, small business exit strategy, increase your cash flow, and the fine art of estate preservation. She offers free financial education class and statement breakdowns, and for a limited time, she offers free financial consultations and plans. So please, for all your financial literacy needs, contact Leilani Mosinske, first official sponsor of Talking Shop with the Boss in the Box.
All right, dude.
Wow.
That was amazing. How did you
Where
fucking
did that
say
come
all
from?
that shit?
You're amazing.
You didn't skip once. If somebody's watching, put this motherfucker on a radio or something.
For real.
Pay this motherfucker to run his mouth.
For real.
Yeah, but he needs to get paid to run his mouth. Dude, I don't understand how you said that so well. That shit was crazy.
Oh, is there more? Sorry. Go
Nah,
ahead.
man, that's great.
No,
Oh,
it's okay. He's in the chat and he understands. He's our biggest supporter. He's our best friend. He's our brother. Brandon Blacker, please tell these guys about how Mike Vanek sucks.
All right, Mike Vanek sucks all the time, but what he doesn't suck at, what he doesn't suck at is promoting your band, promoting your project. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're in a band, you want to be featured on his blog, you want to be on his podcast, go to www.facebook.com/Mike Vanek Sucks, SUX. And if you also want to do all that, text METAL to 865-824-6427 and send him an email at MikeVanekSucks@yahoo.com, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Vanek, everybody. As we all know, Mike Vanek sucks. There we go.
But Vanek, you gonna put us on your podcast next or what?
Well, not.
You're gonna advertise right over our fucking faces. Put us on your podcast. They're all telling me to shut up, but they don't know that I know Mike Vanek.
Oh, okay.
They're like, shut up and piss it off.
Again, context is always great.
No, I wish you would have kept that going the whole show. I really
remember-
want you guys to
I remember when Dave and Mike Vanek were knee-high to grasshoppers. These little kids. They were a bunch of little kids. How old were you when I met you, Dave?
16.
16. That's right. 16 years old.
So,
And Mike Vanek was right about the same age, right? Are you still in the chat, Mike?
Vanek's 5 years older than
15
me.
years older than him.
Oh.
500 years older than me.
Now I have no
Mike
clue.
Vanek is the Yoda of the Central Valley, man.
Well, I probably met Mike when he was like 15, and he's always looked like he was 40. So as long as I've known him, the guy has always looked. He's always been bald. I'm like, hey, you guys have probably known him longer than me. Has he ever had hair? The fact that you're thinking about it that hard makes me think no.
No, I don't think so.
Like, well, I'm just trying to remember if he didn't have hair by choice or if he just didn't have hair.
Your visual image of Mike Vanek doesn't have hair. Right, Mike? He logged off. He's all, fuck you guys.
No, but actually, I think you guys should go on his and do another live show and shit, just like you're going to keep doing for us tonight. But, you know, that being said, you know, he's a valued sponsor. And like you said, you've had your business dealings with him, some good, some bad, some better than others, you know. And dude's
balls.
Huh?
He never cupped the balls.
He never cupped the balls.
Mike Vanek sucks, but he doesn't cut balls.
Then he had hair till about 16.
Yeah, I did.
Minor offense.
So speaking of things that do cup the balls, let's talk about your new video, Head in a Fire.
Yeah.
I don't drink PBR.
That definitely does cup the balls.
PBR is good, Mike. PBR is good, though. PBR is good. I smoke KGB too, though, bro. That's just bomb.
So as far as the video comes, it all came out of the brain of dear Dub over here, and I just put the pieces together.
I'm so not surprised.
Yeah, and then our incredible actors here, they did a wonderful job.
I kind of wrote up like an outline of what it should be, and then of like what the whole idea was, and then I just handed it over to Eric, and Eric just started directing us and telling us what to do. And there was a few on-set rewrites, and in fact, the biggest rewrite is Macker's scene. You'll see it when you watch the video. Macker's scene was supposed to be something completely different, but then literally we got there, and we were like, what if we do this? And I think actually Macker was the one who rewrote it, right? It was his idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so he like rewrote that scene on the spot, and we went with it, and just it came up so good. So it was just kind of everybody throwing a bunch of ideas into the pot, and we're actually just throwing them all into Eric's head. And Eric was just like, "Okay, I'm gonna sort this out and make it something tangible," and he did, and it came out
hilarious.
It was fun. It's fun to watch. It was fun as fuck to make. It was absolutely awesome to make, and we can't wait to make the next one. But we had a great time making it. I still watch it maybe every couple of days, just to be like, oh, that was fun.
I make sure I share it once a week, and we were all pretty interested when we saw those pictures of you guys all bloodied and beat up. It was like, what the fuck happened to you guys? Never mind. I know J-Dub's responsible for this. This is his dumbass idea. I'm shocked he didn't call me and be like, hey, how do you guys do your blood splatter effects? In Nothing But Losers.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man, I grew up in the 80s horror film industry. I knew how to make blood.
Oh, I know. You and your Dexter obsession.
Who shot the video?
Yeah. It was mostly Eric, and then his sister helped us for some of the ending scenes, and then for the scenes that Eric were in, either me or Kels held the camera. But it was kind of just like whoever wasn't in the scene held the camera, but it was all Eric's direction and kind of like our script.
Hey, what's up?
It was a total group effort. It was just the whole band. It was Lifejacket made the video, and it came out great.
Fuck yeah.
What's song about?
What?
What is it about? Give me the content. Give me the skinny. Give me the dirt. I know what 90% of your fucking songs are about.
Well, then you know what this song's about. So then quit fucking with me. All right, so the song's called Head in a Fire, and it's about diving back into a relationship that you know is not good for you. And there's a tagline in the song where she saved a seat in hell for two. There's a seat in hell for two. We're both just burning in this fucking downward spiral of hell. Like, if you've ever been in a toxic relationship that you know you should leave, but you just keep running back to, and aside from Dave, who's had like the most picturesque relationship his whole fucking life, and we all envy you, motherfucker.
My wife's over here nodding, side saddle. She's over there off screen giving the nod.
Hi, Jen. Oh, Jen, say hi. I miss you. I saw your finger.
Oh, there.
But yeah, I mean, like other than you two, the rest of us have suffered through life when it comes to relationships, and sometimes you find that one person that just seems to suck your willy just right, but you think it's love, but it's not, and you just keep going right back to it, and it's toxic, and that's what this is. You just keep sticking your head in a fire. And the song name's actually pulled from a quote from House of Thousand Corpses, where he says, "Boy, I bet you stick your head in a fire if I told you could see hell." So I just took that one.
Ooh.
I just took that one little excerpt, and that was the name of the song.
Great line from Otis there.
Yeah, from Otis. But you know, if you've ever been in a toxic relationship that you just keep running back to, you're kind of living that line. It's like you swear you could, like you're just gonna keep sticking your head in this fire, thinking you're gonna see hell, and you do, and it's never pretty. So why do you keep doing this?
And yet, it inspired you to make a video about people getting beat up and kidnapped.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The pain.
Well,
You've always had an obsession with that too.
It's us beating up ourselves because we're the ones that just keep sticking our heads in the fire. Oh man, yeah, just spoiler alert. Sorry. I figured everybody's already seen it because we're worldwide like that.
All right, but before we...
Well, right now, you're being I'm sorry, I was just going to let him know that he's being broadcasted on 3 platforms tonight. We didn't even announce that, Brandon. You can now find Talking Shop with the Boss in the Box on YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch. All live currently, right now, this moment, and every Monday night from here on out because we decided to do Restream like every other sucker out there.
What's Twitch?
It's
it's new.
Live broadcasting.
It's new.
Mostly for gaming, though, isn't it?
It's for everything nowadays.
Oh, it's ever.
Oh,
Okay.
Dude, put the thing behind this. We'll game with them. Can you do it right now?
No, not now.
Oh, we were debating. We were going to have a background that looked like we were in like
An office or something?
in an office or New Jersey.
Hey, I'm in Delaware.
I'm in Delaware.
I have to make a quick announcement, and boom, we just got an awesome donation from Madam J herself, donating $30 to the show. Thank you so much, Madam J. You know, she is the host of the Bungalow Bunnies out there in the Central Valley. The
Hostess.
Hostess, thank you very much. The awesome hostess who brings out the wonderful, amazing ladies of the Bungalow Bunnies burlesque troupe in the Central Valley. So go check them out at www.facebook.com/Bungalow Bunnies Burlesque. Thank you very much. But
Which goes to prove that Lifejacket should indeed be your guys' house band because, I mean, how frequently, it's like, hey, Lifejacket, let's give these guys some money.
We're already profitable.
Yeah. Look, we're a good team. We're a good team.
We are. Like we said, we're going to send you the intro track, and we're going to see how you deal with that, and there's your audition.
Yeah, but it's got to be Lifejacket and Talking Shop. Just kidding.
It can't be
JK, LOL.
featuring Lifejacket.
There you go.
Or if you could just turn that circle in the logo into like a little like life jacket or a little, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's good enough for me.
We're simple.
But it's stuff like this all through 2020 is these podcasts. Like this stuff really came to life like in 2020 because, everybody was stuck at home. This is all we had. And like this is a whole new medium. This is a whole new industry. And stuff like you guys are part of what has kept this all afloat. And so props to you guys. So everybody out there, let's give a good round of applause to Talking Shop with the Boss in the Box.
Hey! But
thank you. We appreciate that. Everybody makes it a point to make us feel appreciated for what we do, and we just want to give everybody a platform to talk about themselves a little bit while we show everybody how everybody can relate to it. That's what we do. So thank you guys and everybody that's ever been on the show, watched the show, supported the show. And get ready for a hell of a lot more shows. There's so much bullshit coming. You guys have no clue.
Was this episode 113?
Yes.
Yeah, 113. I've been keeping track.
All right, so speaking of keeping track, though, let's keep track and check out the music video. So let's take
and check out this track.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so, we got to have our listeners tune in to who Lifejacket is, so let's check out this video. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Head in a Fire.
Oh my God, it's you guys. You guys beat up you.
You know, I really like the whole masked intruder vibe there. Those guys are great.
So I'm gonna go ahead and go out on a limb. You say you showed up and then Macker. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and be honest here. What really happened is you showed up. Macker was mowing the lawn.
Bye, Jen. Just leave then.
No. Check this out. So the Macker's rewrite was he's like, hey, I was thinking I'm just gonna mow the lawn and then we'll go from there. And I was like, okay, well, sure, we can make it work. And then the reason why he did it is because his lawnmower can automatically go by itself. And I was like, yes, that'd be perfect. And he was like, well, it would roll like away. And I was like, okay, we'll have to figure out a little more in depth than just rolling away when he got attacked. So I had to like rearrange the whole entire set of the scene to figure out a way to include that runaway lawnmower.
Yeah, it was all based off the runaway lawnmower.
Yeah,
and it's literally like a half-second scene where the van drives away and you just see the lawnmower rolling by itself. So I don't even know if you caught it right now, but if you watch it again, you'll see it. But like that whole Macker scene where we're beating the crap out of our drummer was based off of just getting that lawnmower to roll by itself. Because originally he was supposed to be working on his truck or something, and we were going to come and smash the hood down on him and beat him up and just throw him in the van. It was going to be a lot shorter.
Way shorter.
But, okay, so we're just going to play it again. Oh, he's going to fast forward to it.
I was going to say, we'll talk through it. Yeah, why not?
I made it up that shit was hard, man.
Did you have to do it a couple times?
I'm like,
That
bitch is like 5 foot, I'm 5 foot 2.
So if you watch the last scene when the van pulls out, oh no, you were there. You should have just left it.
Come on.
Oh, you're fucking it up, bro. You're fucking it up, bro.
Okay, right here.
You were right there. You were there.
I remember my first time.
I love how you popped out. I love how you popped out right there. It's so comical. We should do this and just record our own commentary and just post that on YouTube.
No, we should do this afterwards and record commentary to this.
It'd
And
be
then
great.
post on YouTube.
That'd be
Like
great.
as a unit. Yeah, I said unit.
Unit.
Okay, so watch here, right here. So here's the shot. There's the lawn, and it's literally that quick, and the whole scene was like
Based off of that,
just
yeah.
getting that lawnmower in that scene. We had to duct tape the handle down the lawnmower to get it to go on its own. If you pay attention closely, you can even see Eric and Macker's shadow in the fucking lawnmower or in the grass.
But don't pay attention that closely.
Making sure it didn't fucking plow through the fence and go off in the street.
We let it hit the fence. Because it was just that time during the day. But if you also look a little bit closely, in the when the van's pulling out away, a car was coming down the street. Dub's hands are up, like, wait, don't go.
You see me panic. I'm like, no, because the car was coming like right at us, but Kels was just like, fucking
They're in a 30, they're in a 40.
And we just fucking floored it, and I swear to God, that car. And another cool tidbit is while we were filming Kels' scene at the liquor store, there was a scene where Eric was in the van in the ski mask, and he pulled up in the van. But at the same time, and we had to reshoot the scene because this happened. But Eric pulls up in the van, and Kels is like putting the beer in his car, and Eric pulls up, but at the same time, some random dude just pulled into the parking lot. And Eric jumps out of the van in a ski mask and a hoodie. And this dude like slams on the brakes and his eyes like go to his fucking forehead, dude. And like he's thinking like this dude's robbing the fucking liquor store right now. And we all just stop and start laughing. And he like kind of like after like a minute or so, he kind of realized what's going on. And he just is like, all right, what the fuck? But dude, that shit was hilarious. Like that dude. Literally, like, you could see the fear of God in that dude's eyes because he thought Eric was going to rob that liquor store.
That was the most riskiest scene, wearing a ski mask outside of a liquor store. Like, the riskiest. In the middle, like, in the, like, tower area, that was the riskiest.
Right, hopping out with a ski mask, beating somebody up in front of the liquor store.
Yeah,
like, exactly. Not a good look.
We got the liquor store's permission, but we didn't tell anybody else.
Yeah, and it's just, you know, like you see somebody recording it, so you automatically think World Star, so you're like, hey, stay out of the scene, you know what I mean?
Okay, I think that answers Mike Vandick's question. He asked, how did you shoot that scene in the valley without nobody calling the cops? So
They might have called the cops, but we were gone too soon. It was all very guerrilla.
Either that or pure damn luck.
Like we did have those. Like one of those scenes was shot out in the back behind my apartment building. It was Eric's abduction scene, and I actually had the landlord text me later that night and was like, "Yo, did you see anything in the back of the building?" And I was like, "Yeah, my band was filming a video. It was us. Nobody got hurt.
No one was hurt in the making of that video."
Yeah, apparently other tenants in my building like
saw their windows, probably
saw a bunch of people in ski masks throwing other people in the back of vans. And I understand if you don't tell anybody, that looks very suspicious.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. But it was it's 2020. The cops, if you ain't actually killing the person right there on the spot, the cops won't do nothing. Or unless you're black.
That's like that.
But we did have Kel.
That's
so
for episode
114.
114.
It was risky.
That's for episode 114.
Can I wait to put my ski mask
And
on?
the liquor store scene was the one where we were beating the crap out of the black guy. We're lucky we didn't get arrested because we're beating the shit out of a very short black guy. Yeah, we're lucky we didn't get arrested.
You leave that little black man alone.
The Fresno cops probably drove by and were like, right on.
No.
Fuck you, Fresno PD.
So since we're on the comedic thing, Dub and E-Rock, this is not related to Lifejacket. I want to ask you guys about time 1 ounce played with Corey fucking Feldman.
Oh
my God, Brandon didn't know this, dude. I went to that show.
Yeah, you were there. Yeah, you were there.
Feldman. And I'm just gonna tell you before I let these two go that J-Dub was the biggest Corey Feldman mark I have ever seen in my life. Like Corey Feldman comes out and rushes the stage and gets up on stage, and the first thing is he's like 5'3", and the second thing is he's got this little security black dude who looks like the standard security guy you see in a movie with a suit and all that shit, except he's only like 3 inches taller than Corey Feldman, and instead of carrying a gun, he's got a big hunter's knife on.
Weed, so I was his best friend.
And fucking Dub knew every word to every song. First of all.
Yep.
I did. And secondly, me and my wife knew every word to the first song.
Millennium?
Yeah, oh yeah, Ascension Millennium.
Ascension Millennium, baby. That's the jam, dude.
But tell me a little bit about that, because you were there before when he was, when he got there. Tell me a little bit about you getting to meet him and how cool he was because of how cool you were on stage.
Well, I don't know about the second half of that statement, but he was just
you made
cool,
it a point to play him up and talk highly of him. Like, everybody was there for a train wreck. You did not play it off as such. You were a pro about it. You were like, dude, we're here playing with Corey fucking Feldman.
Well, dude,
there was a lot of brown on his nose then.
Yeah, well, a lot of people. I felt like a lot of people in the crowd did show up to as you said, like see a train wreck, to see something that they were going to be able to make fun of.
For sure.
But,
yeah. Straight up.
Listen, the dude shows up with like 6 of the hottest fucking women you've ever fucking seen. That are some of the most talented fucking women that you've ever heard on the instruments that they're playing on. Yes. They were all legit fucking artists. They all knew what they were fucking doing. And you know what? And he's not, as long as he's been in the industry, he's not a fucking diva. He came in, he helped every single one of them load the gear, hook it all up, make sure that the fucking projector was right, helped me with lights, helped me make sure I had all of his sound cues good. He was a sweetheart the entire time. The sound guy or the security dude you were mentioning of needed weed. I hooked him up with weed. I made sure they had deliveries. And I'm sorry if I'm throwing you under the bus, but it's fucking 2021 and we're in California, so fuck it.
Yeah.
And because of that, he took me upstairs. I got to have a personal meet and greet with him. I sat and talked to him for about 10 minutes. He signed my my Gremlins DVD. He signed my Goonies DVD, a Goonies poster. He was just a fucking nice fucking dude, man.
Yeah, that was Dub's adventure with all that. The rest of the band, we were stuck downstairs with the gear while he was off being a superstar.
Sorry.
But no, he was all right. I was more focused on the Angels anyways, I mean, that one song, the Millennium song, he had showed me beforehand. And I was like, hey, this isn't completely awful.
That's
It was really catchy.
But
But I was definitely focused a lot more on the Angels than I was Mr. Feldman.
the Angels were delicious.
Yeah.
And they're in that video. They're all 5 of them.
It helped me find religion, so I know what I'm going to see when I get there. You know?
But no, he's a nice guy. He's a fucking nice dude. Like,
it was a fun show too.
he's not an asshole. Like most Hollywood people, especially coming out of the '80s. Like, he's not that. And at the same time, like, and actually that was his last show because he was supposed to do an end of the tour show down in LA, but because he was dropping fucking like Hollywood fucking royalty names under the pedophile hat, he got fucking shut down and like got a bunch of death threats, so he had to cancel the rest of the tour. But so that was his last show on that tour.
No shit, I didn't realize that. But you know, I'm gonna say this: one of the things I could see from the moment he came running out from the back was two things.
Sneakers. Remember those sneakers?
Yeah,
the glow in the dark sneakers or light
God,
sneakers.
But there were two things I realized. Number one, he was very appreciative of everybody showing up to come and see him, whether they expected a train wreck or not. He came out to give the best performance he could, have a good time, and he was genuinely happy to see the crowd.
He totally was. You could tell he was genuinely just excited to be doing what he was doing.
Yeah,
and I felt like that changed everybody's mind in the crowd, like almost at an instant. Like everybody was there ready to fucking like TikTok or whatever and make fun of it, but then they were like, "Yo, this is kind of cool," and this dude's going hella hype, and this is actually pretty fucking cool, and these chicks are hot, and they know how to fucking play, and holy shit, like, I feel like he blew a bunch of people away that night, because, like, everybody, like, after the first song, like, the crowd went fucking crazy.
Well, dude, because not only was it pretty good, like, it wasn't bad, so it got worse later, because some of the songs are just bad.
But, yeah, and he went a little bit longer than he should have. Sorry, Corey, if you're watching, but he went a little bit longer, should have. No. Give him less is more, baby. Give him less is more. Leave him one.
But the other thing was, you know, so many of these artists who are nostalgic, you know, me and Brandon have trashed, you know, Doyle from the Misfits for being a bit of an old school dick on this show. You know, the fact that Corey didn't shy away from the fact that people were there for nostalgia and played on it. Hey, this is the jacket I wore in Dream a Little Dream. Hey, I wrote this. I started writing the idea for this song on the set of whatever movie it was. Like, he played into it instead of shying away from it, just being like, oh, no, this is what I do now. It was,
because most childhood stars, they take offense to that for some reason. Like, no, man, that's who you are. That's why we love you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, why are you offended
embrace
by it? Embrace it. That's who you are. That's why people love you.
And both of those things made for a much better than anticipated show. And I'm not sure if it was that good or if it was just I walked in with low expectations and it was pretty good. But... dude, it was
probably
a
little bit of both.
Let's do it again.
A little bit of both. I think most of the people in that crowd walked in with very low expectations and walked out being like, yo, that was totally more than I totally expected it to be. Even I did. Like, I went in there, like, being a total fan of the guy because, like, I grew up in the 80s and, like, everything from fucking Lost Boys to fucking Gremlins to, like, all the movies there's in. License to Drive. I mean, the Coreys. Corey Feldman, Corey Haim. Like, I was born in 1980, so fucking, like, I grew up with those two guys. They were, like, the cool kids, you know? And so, like, yeah, you go, I went into it being like, yeah, this is probably going to be a train wreck, but to have the opportunity to play with this dude, I'm not going to pass it up. But it was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. And it was probably a lot better than most everybody thought it was.
Was this at Holy Diver?
Strummers.
No, Fulton 55.
Fulton 55. My actual favorite club in Fresno.
What?
Yep.
What?
I
Shut
said
it down. He meant Strummers. Strummers is the best club in Fresno. Strummers. It's where I work. So Strummers.
I have a lot of fun calling wrestling from the stage at Strummers, and I can't wait to get back to it.
Dude, so what's up with that?
You know what? That was
why the boss.
Hey, that was why I asked you about what you were doing, or when the club was opening up, was because I'm kind of waiting for Mr. Border and Mr. Smith to give me a call and tell me it's go time, so I can get that golden voice ready and start yelling over the PA at Strummers.
Yeah, we're all kind of waiting. We're all kind of waiting for the word from the big boss. There's a couple shows trickling in. And for those of you who don't know, it's Strummers in Fresno, 833 East Fern Avenue. We're doing karaoke every Tuesday nights, and I host it. I'll be there tomorrow night. Dave, come out and sing karaoke with me tomorrow, dude.
I think I'll be there too, actually.
You gonna come?
Yeah.
You gonna come? Are you working tomorrow?
Shameless plugs. Yes, I'm working.
Eric works there. I work there. Kel's gonna party. We're gonna do karaoke. All right, man.
Cheers.
Sorry, guys. Band cheers. Band cheers.
I'm out.
All right, yay. All right. Backer.
I'm scheming a way to where I can make that. No guarantees, though.
Come on. I know tell you if your wife comes, I'll buy you each a drink.
It's more figuring out what to do with the kid.
Yeah. I'll have my dog babysit him.
She is reliable.
She is, and I got every Ninja Turtle, Back to the Future, Batman, and Marvel and Star Wars movie you could have. So the kid will be entertained. And we can just put him next door on the venue and play the movies on the big screen.
So I want to.
No, he'd still find a way to sneak in and steal the show.
So I want to move.
He probably would.
I want to move ahead a little bit because we got a question here. So apparently, you were J-Dub specifically. You were hand selected by Phil Anselmo to be his assistant for the day. Tell us about that.
Yeah. Actually, I have the poster from the show right here. Here, let me get it for you. Yeah.
Oh, is this at your place?
It was at Strummers. Phil Anselmo. What is it? Something Child Bite. A couple other bands played. But yeah, so Phil Anselmo and the Legals showed up on their tour. Was it back in? There's no year on this. 2018. So about fall of 2018. And he showed up and they had their own sound. Usually I do sound and strummers, and they had their own sound crew, so there was really nothing for me to do. So our head of security, Kelson, was like, Phil Anselmo wants security crew. He's like, do you want to work security? I was like, yeah, since I ain't doing nothing else, I'll work security. And so they lined us all up. The band came in, and Bill picked me. He was just like, I want him to be my personal dude. And so I basically just followed him around all night. And then when he performed on stage, I was dead center in the barricade. So I was like, literally, he was like right above my head the whole time, just in case anybody tried to jump up on stage at him. I had to block him. I wasn't very good because like 2 songs in their set, they just started doing nothing but Pantera songs. So I kind of turned around, just faced the stage the whole time. So I was a very bad security guard.
Right, that's not your gig anyway.
Yeah, it's not my gig anyways. And there was all the other security guards had to keep tapping me on my shoulder and being like, J-Dub, pay attention, because people are jumping over the barricade. But half the people that were like right in front of me in the barricade, they're all from Fresno. I knew half of them. They're all my friends. So it was a bunch of friends just having a good time screaming fucking Pantera songs at each other while Phil Anselmo was like putting his knee and his hand on my head. It was weird. It was weird, serendipitous, but at the same time, it was probably one of the most awesome moments of my life. It was cool. And I got to give them food at the end of the night because they did a food order so I could go on the bus, deliver their food. It sounds lame, but at the same time, it's kind of cool. I'm going to fuck. It's Phil Anselmo. And I fucking gave him his steak, so fuck you.
I gave him a steak.
I gave Phil Anselmo a steak. What have you done with your life?
What have you done with your life? Yeah.
That's metal.
Was he a nice guy, or was he?
Dude, he was amazing, dude. Actually, like, yeah, when we had this whole meet and greet before all of it, they let all the security guards like meet and greet him before all the fans came in, and we got to take pictures. And I got a bunch of pictures. I'm not gonna bore you with all that bullshit, but I got a bunch of pictures in my phone, and yeah, we hugged, and I told him pretty much that like how that band has like been like one of the biggest influences in my life, and just I love that band. Everything pretty much shy of the fact that I have the CFH tattooed on my ass. I didn't tell him that, but.
Oh, you didn't tell him that you've got his logo on your ass?
No, didn't say that. But I didn't fangirl out that much. And, you know, being that I work at Strummers, I meet a lot of rock stars, and I don't ever fangirl. And I've only ever fangirled for 2 different artists that I've ever met in my life, and one was Phil Anselmo, and the other was Willie Nelson. So.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm not even a big country fan, and I would fangirl for Willie Nelson, for sure.
Word, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't?
And I don't even smoke that much weed, but if Willie Nelson offers you a joint, you fucking take that joint, man.
You take it.
Same thing
Well,
with Snoop Dogg, man.
There goes the second half of the story. Is I was working a new job, had to do a studio install in New York City. Willie Nelson just happened to be there, unbeknownst to me. Fixed the job. I fixed whatever was wrong in the studio. There was something wrong with the computer. They need a new card. Installed it. Got the studio session back on track. Willie offered to smoke a joint with me, and because I was working a brand new job that was doing shit like that, and I was getting paid good money to it, I turned Willie Nelson down smoking a joint.
Wow.
Yeah. Poor shame.
The only and biggest regret, they say don't die with regrets, so unless I ever get the chance to smoke a joint with Willie Nelson again, I'm going to die with that regret. I don't have any regrets in my life for anything except that. And yeah, I turned down Willie Nelson smoking a joint. I looked him dead in the face, and I was like, I'm sorry, sir, but I just got a new job, and I can't go back to work showing up fucking stoned with whatever fucking kryptonite you got in that fucking rat.
He said, sorry, sir, I'm a good old boy.
You know,
He's like, I'm sorry, Willie.
so with that being said, like, what has Mike Vanek not done in his life? So apparently he's claiming he has Willie Nelson's bandana right off of his head. How does that happen, Mike Vanek?
Dude,
Yeah.
we got some good stories with Mike.
Call
Mike
him in.
the other night.
Call him in. Let's get him in. Come on,
No,
call him.
no,
Right now.
no. We're not calling him in. That's we'll talk for 3
My
hours.
finger came up too.
But did you turn down smoking weed with Willie Nelson?
He
You know what?
drank-
You know what
he
kind of
drank
fucking
with,
self-control that takes?
He drank with Tim McGraw?
You
No.
drink with oh, that's pretty tight.
No, he talked to Tim McGraw about his road cases. He drank with Luke Bryan,
Who's Luke Bryan?
another country guy.
Country guy. That's my shit right
yeah,
there. I like
I
country
should
a
have
lot.
figured they got two first names.
Well, remember, Mike Vanek's wife is a multiple-time CMA award winner. He gets to go to all those fun meet and greets and shit, and he usually winds up. Dude, ask
He's
him.
married to Dwight Yoakam?
I don't know if he's met Dwight Yoakam.
Well, you said his wife was a three-time Grammy CMA award winner? That's Dwight Yoakam, right?
Nope. That's Nikki Thomas.
Is that another dude? Because these two first name things is really fucking me up here.
That's a woman.
That's a woman. Well, fuck, who could tell in the country world these days?
Fair enough. But no, Mike Vanek's got stories about drinking beer with Luke Bryan, fucking talking about road cases with Tim McGraw, throwing metal horns at Taylor Swift. Like,
Oh shit.
Actually, I ran into Taylor Swift when I was in New York. She was playing Madison Square Garden. I was taking a shortcut to work, cut through an alley behind Madison Square Garden, and actually knocked her out on her ass because I was running. And I accidentally hit this little girl, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry. And her bodyguard fucking grabbed me with his arm and threw me like about 5 feet. And I was like, holy shit. And then I kind of like looked at her, and then I looked at her bus because it's got her ugly ass face on the bus. And I was like, oh shit. Oh, I gotta go to work. Bye. I took out running, and I was like, yeah, I hella fucking plowed down fucking. I didn't plow her.
Shit.
I didn't plow
plowed over her.
Well, hey,
Plowed over.
you know,
But I thought about it
contrary
later.
to popular belief, you didn't actually have sex with her in order to get her to write a song about you. You actually knocked her on her ass.
She probably wrote a song about me. I just would never know. She writes a song about every male she comes in contact with. That's Taylor Swift for you.
Tay-tay.
That's that tag.
Damn. You know what's really cool?
So-
You guys have answered most of my questions, like, without me having to even ask them.
Lifejacket, baby. Pinkies up.
Jacket.
All right.
This isn't our first interview.
Speaking about pinkies up, let's talk about the dual singer process. Like, there's two of you. Sorry, pinky up. There's two of you. Do you guys each write your own lyrics, or do you like bounce ideas back and forth off each other for each other's songs? And do you feel that gives you a little bit of an advantage to stand out?
So I figured the way I see the double vocal thing is because, Dub has his own collection of songs that he's written, and I, of course, have my own collection of stuff that I've written. So kind of we're letting each other shine on those, and then, like, we have a couple that we're sharing vocals on, and I feel like that's going to be the recipe going forward, but we're definitely going to incorporate, once we get all of our toots out, with his songs and my songs, I think we're going to go more of a overall route, but still like handle the singing like back and forth and stuff. So yeah, I feel like that gives an advantage because the other person gets to rest sometimes,
Yeah.
And then it also helps that Kels throws in the backups every now and again.
That's
so,
where I try to get rest.
Yeah, we get to get our rest. So yeah, it's definitely going to keep us fresh. And
I think we're gonna fuck shit up. But you got songs. You got songs.
Yeah, he's got.
I have my own fucking songs.
He's got like 15 songs in that catalog. I got like 15 song demos that like, and these aren't even including the songs that we're like gonna start recording this month. Like, he's got 15 demos that he's shared with me over like the past few months that like we haven't even started on. I know I got about like 12, 15 demos that we haven't even started on.
And Kels
Kels is definitely a songwriter.
He's got a song down, which I'm excited to hear.
We're definitely gonna get to that soon. So like the amount of material that we're gonna have is never gonna be in short. Which is why just with that amount of abundance, instead of like overflowing ourselves with workload and like all these bands taking forever, putting out like only one thing a year, like. And people's minds these days, they can't. Everything's so flashy, and at the touch of a finger, you gotta scroll. People's attention spans are so short. So we want to try and put out something at least once every 3 months. So we put out our first EP in March. We put out our first video in April. We're gonna put out our second EP probably by the end of summer, maybe like August or September. And then before that, we hope to have a couple videos in the bank too. Plus, we're going to have another single out after, because at the same time, we're recording an EP and another single. So we got all kinds of stuff in the bank, so we just want to keep it, like, just kind of spoon-feed everything, you know? I mean, not to say everybody needs to be spoon-fed, but, you know, just, like, instead of giving you the whole fucking 7-course meal at one fucking time, we're going to give it to you one course at a time. Does that make sense?
It makes perfect sense. I was just pausing to see who wanted to talk next.
There's been a lot of talking, so I'm just trying to give everyone.
That blew my fucking mind,
dude. So,
right? No, it's been easy to just kind of let it go. Like you guys have, thank you, you know, for that. You guys have somehow we always circle back to the right point. But you guys have been easy to talk to. Sometimes you get that guest that you ask them a question, you know, hey, how you guys doing? What you been up to? Good. Write music. No, or they're just real short. Just, nope, this is what we're doing. Like, no, thank you. Making our jobs easy over here.
Oh, yeah. That's what we like to do, make everybody's life easier. That's why we keep everybody afloat. We're Lifejacket.
We're Lifejacket. Pinkies up.
Pinkies up. All right. Get everybody. I hope everybody watching put your pinkies up too.
Yeah, baby.
You know what? But you know, how about this? Everybody who's watching, I want you guys to DM us to the Talking Shop with the Boss in the Box page, a picture of you with your pinky up. Can you do that?
Yeah,
do
that.
Share
it to us too.
If you guys do that, share it to us, and we're gonna post that on our Instagram. We're gonna spread that shit wide. Pinkies up, the finest pop punk in the Central Valley, because we're gonna keep it fine for you motherfuckers. We're gonna keep it tasty,
and keep us afloat.
All right. You know what? You know what? On that note, man, like as we're waiting potentially for people to be sending us pinky up pictures, why don't we get to your last song for tonight?
Heck yeah.
Sounds good. I happen to have my guitar right here.
Oh, what's this thing?
Well, what's this? What's this? All right. So we do have an EP out currently. We are working on more stuff. We do have an EP out currently. You can get on Spotify, iTunes, and all that good jazz. And you saw the video. That is one song that's on the EP, but we're going to play the other song on the EP. This one's called Get Out.
Make them any better. Couple short shows up, making it forever. How many times have we tried before we should just say goodbye? And I can't quite remember how we got here. In the face of rejection, there's nothing left to fear. But I think I better go, cause I'm better off alone. Cause I can't say where I've gone, but I'm sure of where I've been. I'm tired of pretending I don't want this to end. Cause I'm lost but now I'm found. I'm tired of going round, not sure where this will lead us on. Hard to think about, I gotta get out. Gotta get out. Racing days with you used to be my favorite pastime. Now I'm getting by and I'll think I'll be alright. Cause how many times will we try before we should just say goodbye? And we need to admit that we're terrible together. No amount of time will make this any better. I think it's time to go. I'm better off alone. Cause I can't say where I've gone, but I'm sure of where I've been. I'm tired of pretending I don't want this to end. Cause I'm lost and now I'm found. I'm tired of going round. Not sure where this will lead us. Not hard to think about. I gotta get out. 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 Cause I can't say where I've gone, but I'm sure of where I've been. I'm tired of pretending I don't want this to end. Cause I'm lost and now I'm found. I'm tired of going round. Not sure what this will lead us. Not hard to think about. I gotta get out. Gotta get out. Let's go.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Get Out. Get out of here.
Get out.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Exactly.
Cut it out.
Cut it
So
out.
I got good news for you. We did, in fact, in that 2.5 minutes, get some Pinky Up pictures.
Oh, shit.
Oh, what?
Badass. Thank you, guys.
Can we see him? Is there any way
I'm
to
going
see
to
him?
post them up right here in just a second.
Hi. Hey, everybody who's sending those pictures, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Feel free to keep sending them to the Lifejacket page. Anybody, just send your Pinkies Up pictures. We'll put you in like a CD sleeve. We'll make a
Yeah,
collage.
there you go.
That'd be tight. That'd
I'm
be
gonna
tight.
take
Like,
one right now.
Gangster.
when we finally do a full length, the inside cover will just be nothing but Pinkies Up.
Ooh, that'd be bad.
That'd be tight.
I like that.
That'd be
I like
tight.
that.
What we're about to see right now is we got Madam J from the Bungalow Bunnies Burlesque Troupe and Mike Vanek reppin'.
Yeah.
Pinkies up.
Pinkies
All
up.
right. That's how you
Mike
do it
Vanek looks
right there,
confused and he's still wearing his Kroger shirt.
baby. That's all right. Keep it classy at Kroger.
Just in case you didn't know, that's Mike V. He has a name tag just in case you were confused about which one was which.
That's the mic that sucks.
And Madam J has a shirt that says "Touch me on the boobs."
Oh, touch me, I'm Irish or something like that.
Careful, you end up in jail doing shit like that. But hey, those pictures are awesome. Thank you guys so much. That
Yeah,
shit's
totally.
awesome. Keep sending them. Keep sending them, and make sure you guys send those to us. Dave, make sure I get those pictures.
Wait, here, I'm gonna send one. I'm gonna send one real quick because how could we not post our own humble heavyweight handsome co-host doing the Pinkies Up?
So the boss?
Yeah, that'd be me.
You mean the boss?
We're both handsome, humble heavyweights. All right, get over it.
Nowadays, I am more heavyweight than handsome, but I'll take it. I got it.
I gotta go another drink
Get it.
or something like that. I'll be back.
Get it.
Entertain the crowd, guys.
Yeah. Now that we finally get a chance to say something.
So tell us
Well,
tell
he's
us
gone.
about your run-ins with celebrities. Mm-hmm.
So let's see. Okay. I remember this one time back when me and Kels was in a band called Armed Assailant.
Oh, yeah.
We
Armed
were opening.
Assailant!
Armed Assailant. We were opening up for Escape the Fate, and I remember their bus or their van or whatever the case have it. I can't remember quite. They were in there chilling, and we were everybody was just out in the back alley of Strummers drinking, which we weren't supposed to do, but we did it anyways because metal.
Right.
You know what I mean?
We should do that.
Right, this is
So
rock and roll.
don't. Yeah, that was a long time ago. But anyways,
years ago before any of us worked there.
So I'm taking down a 12-pack of Bud Ice in the back of our bass player's truck, and the singer from Escape the Fate comes out, and everybody's like, "Oh, I'm gonna take a picture. I'm gonna take a picture." And I was just kind of sitting there, like I don't know who this guy is, because my Escape the Fate had Ronnie Rack in it, so I didn't really know who this guy was, but everybody else did. So they're like, "Eric, come take a picture." I'm like, I don't know who this is, but okay, I'll take a picture anyways. And I was already kind of drunk, and I think that is like one of the Armed Assailant shows that I played the most drunk, but we did such an amazing job.
Dude, we
did an amazing job.
Before everyone played, we went to the bar and chilled with Craig Mabbitt, who's the guy who...
Craig Mabbitt, I guess his name is.
And we were taking fireball shots together and shit. He was a pretty cool...
No, he was a cool guy. I just didn't know who he was. I was like, I don't know who this guy is.
Faded. Yeah. But our first big show, and the crowd was fucking epic, dude. Like,
yeah, it was amazing.
Best crowd I've ever played for.
And of course, in classic Big Show fashion, we had two people that we knew from previous bands. One of them was Crisco, and I think it was Jacob Wilson. He was singing in
I remember that show.
Map the Universe at the time.
Yeah, it was a good show. I was there too.
And they had both asked us if they could sing with us on stage. And, me already had been, 12-pack deep. I said, yeah, sure. And everybody else was like, well, what are they going to do? I was like, I don't really know, but I already said, yeah, so too late.
Oh, yeah, they didn't know the words.
Yeah, because they didn't know the songs. And I was like, well, I mean, you want to be on stage, but you don't know the words. But that's cool. I was already drunk. Right? But I figured out some lines they could say, and they both came up and they sang with us, which was pretty epic because it was like, both people that we hella knew. It's kind of uncomfortable at first because they took the mics that were meant for Kells and our other singer at the time, and they were just like, okay, I guess I'm not singing during this part, but they did their jobs well, and
they got the crowd hyped, yeah, screaming, they were getting down.
I couldn't ask for a better band at the time, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, that was that, and then I met Michael Graves one time, and I was like, hey, like I listened to you like all my life, but I don't like really, I don't really want a picture or nothing. You know what I mean?
So
I was like, yeah.
So speaking of Graves, I mean, we all have experiences with Michael Graves, like.
I have the Armed Assailant CD right here.
Well,
the one and only Armed Assailant CD.
One of the last.
Probably the last copy of the Armed Assailant CD right here.
Oh, you have a bunch?
Oh, fucking bunch.
Oh shit! I didn't know. I thought there was. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I would love one.
I would like one too, Kells.
Oh,
yeah,
sure.
Count how much you have, and then we'll just sell them online or something.
All right. That's one of the things. Like, the band broke up because the guy went to college, which makes sense. Another guy got a pretty decent job at the Domino's delivery driver or something. I don't know, but yeah, last man standing. What's up? Besides this guy, I love this guy. That's why we're here together.
So I was kind of curious, E-Rock. You were talking about Michael Graves a minute ago. Like, how do you feel about Michael Graves now?
Well, that would to be honest with you, after we played with him or after we opened the show for him. I kind of just stopped listening to him. I was like, hey, I seen him live, so that's kind of my feel. But everything that I listened to, or everything that when he was in the Misfits and all of his solo stuff, I loved all that stuff. But after I had met him, I kind of went into a different music style, so I was in a different mindset. So I haven't listened to anything new by him. I'm in a whole different mindset now when it comes to writing and how I play. So that's kind of how I do it, But Michael Graves helped me.
Oh, you don't know. You don't know. Oh
no.
Oh. Well, I'm in the same boat, man. Michael Graves was my shit back in high school and all throughout young life, man. I listened to Famous Monsters and American Psycho religiously for years.
I love that record. Famous Monsters. I love Famous Monsters. That record is so great.
And it's still great, but I have to listen to it now with a grain of salt now that Michael Graves has come out as a resounding Proud Boy.
What? I didn't even know this.
Yeah,
I ran sound for the guy 5 times. No, the guy's always been a goddamn sweetheart.
I know.
He can't. No. Trust me, dude. It was shocking to us too. He, every time I met the guy, class act. But he came out as a Proud Boy and said he was and I quote, Western chauvinist, and would not apologize for the building of the West. Yeah. That was a blow to me and Brandon. Big, dude. It was one of those, should we cover this? Because we had both. I'm going to go with my mama said, if you can't say nothing nice, you better not say nothing at all.
Yeah.
So I'm going to shut the fuck up.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
That was kind of the stance we took on it.
The only thing I'm gonna say is, fuck the Proud Boys. That's the only thing I'm gonna say. I don't stand with the Proud Boys, and I don't give a fuck if they hate us or anything. Fuck white supremacy.
Absolutely.
Agreed.
Fuck any type of
Agreed.
racism. Fuck any type of racism on any aspect whatsoever.
I didn't know that's what they were. I had no idea.
Yeah,
what those
fucking
were.
Proud Boys are fucking all
I think
right,
I've
white
asked like everybody I
supremacists.
come across at Strongers. I'm like, what's a Proud Boy? And they
They're
don't give me.
fucking bunch
None of them
white,
give me an actual answer.
white supremacists because they're a bunch of,
Okay.
because they're the most cowardly white supremacist group known to mankind. They
Oh.
won't tell you they're in the Proud Boys unless they get provoked. They're
Okay.
fucking cowards. Fuck the Proud Boys.
All right. With that being said, before we get kicked off of YouTube and Twitch, let's check out these other pinky up pictures.
Yeah, baby.
Oh,
there you go.
Rips, rips all day.
Oh, nice. Those are gorgeous.
On the
I
job.
love it.
Oh, he took his mind.
Cheers,
he
bro.
took his name. Oh no, his name tag's still on there. On the
Yeah.
job.
On the job? Is that Mike on the job fucking doing a bong rip?
No, I don't think he's on the job. He's just still got the shirt on.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I mean, you know.
Nice. Gorgeous pictures.
Whatever.
Gorgeous
Yeah,
pictures.
baby. So, ladies and gentlemen, where can everybody find Lifejacket?
Mostly on the internet. If
Or-
not
or
playing a
personal.
show. No, go ahead. You probably know
Yeah,
better than I
you
do.
do,
Yeah,
yeah.
right.
Spotify. We're on Spotify, iTunes, all that good shit. All the streaming services. If you want to check out our YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Lifejacket TV. We're actually gonna start to record our next EP this week, starting Wednesday, and we're gonna be doing webisodes on Lifejacket TV on our YouTube channel, just like kind of documenting the whole process of recording, just all the little stupid tidbits. It's probably boring, but you get to see
There's
us
some people
fuck
out
up.
there that
Like
are gonna like
we
that shit.
we sound good when you hear the record, but you'll get to see us when we sound bad too,
Yeah,
because you
all,
get to know we're human.
all comments and opinions are welcome because we're not gonna listen to them anyways.
Yeah.
But if you're watching the video and you want to say something, you can. You know, no worries there.
If you want to comment, it's not public, so go ahead.
Hmm.
Nobody sees it.
Ah.
But yeah, so like Lifejacket TV,
We hope you do.
Facebook.com/LifeJacketRocks. If you want to email us, we'll definitely email you back. We'll talk to you. We're down to pen pal. Be your friend. If you want to message us, we'll chat with you. We're cool like that.
Most
We're
definitely.
not like famous or stuck up or anything. So we're down to be your friend. We're not a band. We're not looking for fans. We're looking for friends. So
Come hang out this summer. We're gonna be having some barbecues and shit, probably at my place.
yeah,
So
yeah,
Hey, I need
yeah.
that invite. I like barbecue.
yeah, dude.
Yeah, if you want
I
to
cook like a
just come
fucking
hang
guy,
out with us,
so.
like, because we're regular people and we just want to come. We want to hang out with you and make this, and we want to get more involved with all the other bands in the Valley community. We don't care if you're metal. I mean, we're pop punk, but we don't care if you're metal, reggae, jazz, folk, whatever, man. Like,
Indo fusion.
I don't care.
Hey.
I want to make multi-genre shows a normal thing. Like before 2020 happened, like you would see like metal shows, punk shows, and like every show seemed to be very segregated into its genre. And I want to break out from that. I think like because I know everybody in like metal bands. I know like you're in a metal band. Like half of all my friends are in metal bands or in hip hop groups or in indie bands, and like, why aren't we playing shows together? That's fucking stupid. Like, we're all friends, and let's like, who knows? Like, some of those metalheads might like some of that hip hop, or might like some of that pop punk, or who knows?
Vice
Like,
versa, yeah.
and vice versa. Let's turn people on to different shit, man. People aren't that one single minded, man. So let's normalize fucking multi-genre shows. Let's instead of just doing all metal shows, let's branch out and let's have like every fucking genre represented on a bill and just have a good time, and just because people are gonna want to have a good time. And I'm not to say 2020 was a blessing, but like if you're gonna look at the silver lining of things, like before all this, people were getting jaded. Like people would be like, you'd be like, hey man, I'm going to the show, and be like, who's playing? And now the shows are coming back. Like I've asked people to be like, hey man, there's a show tonight, and they're like, where's it at? You know what I mean? Like people were jaded before. And now people are like getting excited about shows again because they're starting to realize what they took for granted in the beginning. So
They're appreciating it finally.
finally, it's almost like the '90s over again. It was like, well, there's a live show happening. I'm
Yeah.
there.
The
And
early
it's like,
2000s all
We
over
pushed a
again.
big reset.
And like I know, like not to demise any of the sacrifices with lives and sickness, and I know everybody had to go through their own traumas, and that's heartbreaking. And my heart goes out to anybody that had to go through any traumatizing, and I know we were all affected at some point. We were all affected. The whole world was affected, and it's fucked up. But let's find a silver lining, and let's make the best of what fucking rubble. Like, we're in the rubble of 2020. So let's build something back that's better. And let's build it back where it's not just like segregated, where it's metal shows and punk shows and hip hop shows. Let's just have some multi-genre shows with like a DJ spinning in between every band, where there's no downtime, just like every genre represented and just everybody having a good time just because it's music and that's what we love.
Well, I will say this, man.
All action all the
I'm
time.
already researching dates out here in the East Bay for venues. So once I get a few dates, would you guys be down to come to the East Bay?
Send us.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
There.
Yeah, dude, I mean, anything. I mean, obviously, like I said before, we're taking July off to record their next EP, or June. We're taking June off to record the next EP, but after that, I've already put out there a few bookers and even strummers where I work and a couple of places here in town. But we do have a gig June 26th. We're playing with an awesome System of a Down tribute band at Fulton 55. And it's gonna be dope, dude. It's a System of a Down tribute band, and we're playing with them. And it's June 26th at Fulton 55. Dave, dude, if you want on the bill, I'll put you on, brother.
We'll talk about it in post-production.
All right, but that's what I'm saying, because it's a System of Down band. Us, we're pop punk, and then I think the opening band's like a hardcore band. So it's like multi-genre shows are coming back, and I've already been spreading the word amongst the community, and like a lot of people in Fresno are picking it up, and so we're just planning on coming back strong and just it's all about music, and it's not about what you're playing.
1000% agree. So, my friends, where can they find Lifejacket? Hit us up with some links, man.
Lifejacket. Facebook.com/Lifejacket Rocks. If you search on YouTube, Lifejacket TV, we're there. On Instagram, it's at Lifejacket Rocks. We even got a TikTok at Lifejacket Rocks. And like I said, if you want to email us and pen pal us at lifejacketrocks@gmail.com. It's all about Lifejacket Rocks.
Lifejacket Rocks.
And we're there.
Pinkies up.
Pinkies up.
All right, that's what's up. Also, on June 26th, go see the Bungalow Bunnies Burlesque Troupe at the Blue Horse Lounge in Cerise and Cerise.
But if you're not in Cerise, go to Fulton 55 in Fresno, because that's where we'll be playing.
Either or, whichever you're closer to.
Either
go
or.
out and get you some live
just support some live shit. Just support local live music.
Too bad we couldn't have them on stage while we were playing. That'd be cool.
That'd be dope.
Give them a call, work it out. We've done it.
Yep. Absolutely.
Then I'm counting on you to hook us up with the info.
Got it covered.
Cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name.
Go ahead and do your shtick, Brandon.
Shtick. I guess it's that time. Ladies and gentlemen.
You seemed a little blown away for a second there.
My name is Brandon the Boss Blacker, and you can find me on Instagram at The Real Brandon Blacker. Go find my band Suburban Paranoia on all social media platforms, Spotify, and anywhere you can stream music. Also, coming this Saturday, June 5th, we have a brand new music video dropping. Digital Disease is coming. It'll be on YouTube under the Suburban Paranoia channel at noon. So go check that out. Ladies and gentlemen, Lunchbox, where can they find you?
Don't worry about where you can find me. First of all, most importantly, Lifejacket, I'm calling in a favor. Get your guitars ready. You're going to send us out tonight. All right. I don't know. Figure out what you're doing while I go on my spiel. So, most importantly about this show, you can find us at Talking Shop with the Boston Box on Facebook. Don't forget to subscribe to the Talking Shop with the Boston Box Facebook discussion group, where we shitpost wrestling memes, Simpsons bullshit, and all the other bullshit that you want to bullshit about the bullshit about all day, every day long. You can find this podcast at Talking Shop with the Boston Box on Instagram. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Talking with Shop with the Boston Box. And now, thanks to the power of Restream, most importantly, every Monday night, you can find us on 3 platforms simultaneously. You can find us at Talking Shop with the Boston Box on Facebook. You can find us at Talking Shop with the Boston Box on YouTube. And you can find us at Devastated Media on Twitch every single Monday night live at 8 p.m. I am your old buddy Lunchbox. And like my Monday motivations, we send it forward. Lifejacket. Take us home.
All right, play one more for you.
Thinking of all the things she said. It's kind of reminding me of the first thing that I should have done. Now I'm thinking it's just too late to try. I'm just missing it, so saying my goodbye. 'Cause the mind falling down like a tree moving on around. Do we make a sound? Can you hear or do you hear? Oh, I'm screaming because my lungs are getting better. I need some air, but you don't care. So, and now you got your hands wrapped around my neck. And the turning blue and white did I expect to end so good. And now I'm losing sight of what I feel is real. But sure that I'll get over it, just need some time to wait. To the night is falling down. Like a tree we're going around, do we make the sound? Can you hear or do you hear? I need some air, but you don't care. I'm out of breath, so close to death, and that's for words. It's for the birds. I'm not enough, it's getting rough. Too hard to count, too dead to hear. I'm not enough, it's getting rough. Too hard to grab, it's for the birds. Too hard to kill, so close to death. Too hard to kill, too dead to hear. Till we're all just falling down like a tree with no around. Do we make a sound? Can you hear or do you care? Whoa, I know I'm screaming because my lungs are getting tighter. I need some air, but you don't care. Till we're all just falling down like a tree with no around. Do we make a sound? Can you hear or do you care? Whoa, because my lungs are getting tighter. I need some air, but you don't care. Let's go. Till we're all just falling down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Lifejacket. Thank you so much for joining us for episode 113 of Talking Shop with the Boss in the Box. Ladies and gentlemen, also, just as we fade away here, don't forget the Aftershock Festival, October 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th, headlined by Metallica, The Misfits, Mudvayne, The Offspring, Rancid, Volbeat, Social Distortion, Rise Against, and more. Go to aftershockfestival.com, get your tickets if they're still there. If not, just go hang out in the parking lot. I'm sure there's going to be scalpers. So tune in next week for episode 114, where Boss in the Box interview ourselves. We're going to ask ourselves ridiculous questions, questions that are out of the norm. And it's going to be one heck of a funny-ass show. So tune in next week, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and we will see you there. Good night, everybody. Thank you, Lifejacket, and we will see you
Woo!
next week.
Pinkies up, baby. Pinkies up.
Pinkies up.
Yeah.
Fingers up. Good night. See you next